Welcome back to my channel as you join me as I search my roots on my trip to Vietnam. Another day, another excursion. Today, we're going to the Ninh Binh Province. Our day started early in the morning as we hit the road towards Ninh Binh. It's about a 2-hour drive from Hanoi, an escape from the chaotic vehicular traffic. Ninh Binh is often called Halong Bay on land, and I can't wait to see why. Our first stop was at a shop with goods made by disabled people. You can pick up some souvenirs here. As for me, I was more interested in getting coffee. Coconut coffee, that is. As we made our way into the province, I can see how Ninh Binh resembles Halong Bay. The limestone karsts definitely are reminiscent of Halong Bay. I had made a vlog on that day trip, so I will post the link below. We had 3 big activities on this tour, and I was excited to see how the day was going to go. For our first excursion, we were going to take a 10-minute bike ride to the ancient capital of Hoa Lu. First excursion of the day, we're going to do a little bike ride. Like my hat? Ready for a bike ride?
Ready.
It was an easy bike ride. This wasn't like it was the Tour de France. At least I got to live out my fantasy of biking through Vietnam. Not quite biking through rice fields like I had hoped, but going through the countryside was good enough. We have arrived at the temple of the first emperor to rule an independent Vietnam, marking the short-lived Dinh dynasty. Hard to believe that this area was the capital of Vietnam 1,055 years ago, and today honors the first emperor who ruled an independent Vietnam, since Vietnam used to be part of China. As I mentioned, it is now a temple where people visit and can pray, make offerings, and burn incense in honor of the first emperor. Then it was back out to the countryside to enjoy more of the views and another bike ride. It's hot and humid, and guess what? This hat acts as a fan. It's starting to rain, but that's okay. That's what this hat is supposed to be for. Sure, it was a little muddy and slippery biking in the drizzle, but that just added to the excitement of the ride. Our group biked back to where we started and returned our bikes. It was time for a buffet lunch that served all sorts of Vietnamese dishes. There were photos of us on the bikes that were available for purchase by the locals, so of course, we paid a few bucks for them. Then we were off for our next adventure after that big buffet lunch. Luckily, it wasn't going to be a physically taxing challenge. And for our next excursion, we're going to be taking a boat ride. It was going to be a relaxing 1.5-hour boat ride down the river in the Tam Coc Valley. Ready for a boat ride?
Ready for a boat ride. We got like girl power going on too. Our rower is a lady. She looks strong.
As you can see, boats are a popular way to explore the area. Okay, so yesterday we did a bicycle taxi and now we're on a rowboat. The unique thing about this boat ride is that the rowers row the boat with their feet. Look at that. It's actually more energy efficient this way. It was a scenic tour through the waterways, caves, and lush greenery of the valley. Where there are limestone mountains, there are caves, even on a river. I don't know what's scarier, your feet or we're in a dark cave. That's a hard one. All right, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. You look very relaxed.
Oh, you know, just sailing through a river in the north of Vietnam.
We made sure to tip the lady who rowed the boat for us, since it must have been laborious for her to take us on that out and back waterway. So sad to see our boat ride along the river end, but we gotta get to our next excursion. Another reason to take some Vietnamese cash with you is to buy pictures taken by the locals of you on the boat. Hey, gotta support the local economy here. Taking in more views of the Ninh Binh Province as we head back to our final destination for the day. Unfortunately, it was the end of the lotus season, otherwise we would have been seeing a lot of lotus flowers in the region. And our last excursion of the day, we're going to be climbing a hill, and apparently there's 500 steps. So the view at the top better be worth it. Over the years, Hang Mua has become a more popular tourist attraction. I appreciate the festive decorations as we approach the cave. There was an option to go climbing up a smaller cave, but we're going to take the taller one because it's go big or go home. Okay, this is where the 500 steps are. Okay, we're going to start our 500 steps. Oh boy, my quads are gonna feel it tomorrow. Yeah, at least the good thing is I didn't wake up early to run. This is my workout. Ooh, getting a workout. This is the ultimate cardio. I'm going up the steps and in heat and humidity. I should submit this workout to my coach. So yeah, instead of doing an easy 3-mile run, I'm doing 500 steps or a 300-meter climb. I think that should count for something. Okay, time to power up. Let's keep going. I see the top, so hopefully we'll get there in a few minutes. The last part of the climb was the most difficult for me. I thought they said stairs, but I guess this has become an obstacle course in itself.
Wait until you see the rock covered in blood, then you might be saying something different.
Oh jeez. Okay, so this will be the stopping point. I could climb a few more rocks over there, but I hear thunder and I'm a little freaked out about how slippery it's going to be on the way down. So we took a few minutes to take in the views since we worked so hard to get up here. The sound of the thunder was threatening, but we didn't get here to quickly turn back. The panoramic views of the rice fields, limestone mountains, rivers were well worth the climb. I also heard a little thunder, so I'm not sure if the rain's a good thing because it might cool me off or it just might make the climb down slippery. I think going down's a little trickier than going up because the steps are uneven and I don't want to lose my footing and just completely eat it. Good thing we had started our descent in time. It started to rain once we reached the bottom of the steps. Well, I have to admit, this hat is coming in handy. I mean, with it raining and everything, it's going to keep me dry. And wow, the rain really is coming down now. But that's all right. We're down at the bottom, just looking for some refreshments around here. Even with the rain, we were feeling parched, and luckily there were plenty of refreshments available for purchase. That Vietnamese cash continued to come in handy. So you don't have to do the climb if you don't want to. There are plenty of places here to relax at this cave over here, and plenty of places to get refreshments. And we did get a cold one for the road back to Hanoi. What an incredible day we've had here in Ninh Binh. From the bike ride to the historic Hoa Lu ancient capital, the mystical boat ride down the Tam Coc Valley, and the breathtaking views from Hang Mua, Ninh Binh has truly left us speechless. If you enjoyed this adventure as much as we did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more travel inspiration. Thanks for joining us on this memorable day trip to Ninh Binh. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.